What is up, guys? It's a beautiful morning. Why is it a beautiful morning?
We're going to Yellowstone.
We're going to the park today, so this is our big trip for 2017. We're in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho right now, and the sun is shining, and we're on our way to the park, and we're going to try and make it to the park by mid-afternoon and get our camp set up at Canyon. So just off to get gas, and then we're on our way. We'll check in with you later. Yeah, we just got into the second state of the day. We're in Montana now, and so much better. From last year and 2015, they finally finished all the paving up the pass, so it's now 2 lanes. So now we're heading down the other side of the mountain pass, and it's smooth sailing, no traffic, no paving. So we'll come back and see you when we hit state number 3. Which is what, Caleb? Do you remember?
No.
Starts with a W.
Wyoming.
Wyoming. My favorite place. And what's in Wyoming? Yellowstone.
That lady's staring at us.
Yeah, that's because she doesn't have a massive YouTube following.
She also has her feet on her dash.
Oh boy.
Alright,
we'll catch up with you later. Yellowstone Airport.
we have almost arrived.
1.7 miles to West Yellowstone.
We get to follow it
Truck
behind a truck with some beds.
His wife said that she couldn't sleep on an air mattress. So he had to go all the way to Bozeman to get 2 mattresses.
That's
Oh yeah, 4 mattresses.
Well, I think they're 2 box springs, aren't they?
Prepare to turn right onto US 20.
Really? Pretty sure not.
Pretty sure this GPS has told us 15 different ways to go.
That is not right.
Yep, 15 different incorrect ways to go.
Yeah.
Anybody need Wi-Fi before we go off the grid?
No.
No. 55 here. And 45.
Tip of the day, don't speed in West Yellowstone.
Turn right after 1/4 mile. Then you will arrive at your destination.
Oh, it's because it's going to the city center of West Yellowstone. That's why.
There we go, West Yellowstone.
Hepburn Lake Ranger Station.
Hepburn Lake Ranger Station, and
There's the sun.
we're going to stay in this lane over here because
Please turn next right.
Okay.
Then you will arrive at your destination.
I remember when I was a kid playing baseball in this park. Yep.
It's a pretty fun looking playground over there.
This is West Yellowstone. So this is kind of the place where a lot of tourists stay if they can't find, if they want more of like a hotel style lodging, because once you get in the park, there's cabins and then there's rustic hotel lodge, cool stuff like the Yellowstone, like the inn and stuff like that, but nothing like a Best Western with an indoor pool and a spa and everything else. So this is where a lot of tourists stay, and you've got all your stuff, McDonald's and gas stations and Dairy Queen and everything else, all the tourist trap stuff.
It's amazing the difference in the time of year that you go. We're going in the last week of August, first week of September, and there's so many places to park here. Normally when we go in the beginning of August or in July, it's insanely busy and you can't even find a place to park to even stop anywhere here.
I think that's new from last year.
Oh yeah, that is new. Look, there's a yellow bus right in the parking lot.
And this is the infamous location of where I got pulled over by the Montana State Patrol.
Yep.
Yeah.
For speeding, but it was okay.
I believe it was right in front of that motel, wasn't it?
It was right where that needle was.
And he's right there.
And that's why
No.
you don't speed in Yellowstone.
Yeah, it was like something dumb. When you exit, you have to go like 20 or something.
Yep.
I think. 125.
This is the first time I've ever been to the park where there's no one at the sign. So we'll stop and we'll take a picture at the sign here and then we'll go into the park. Look, they even put a pole there so you can set up your camera.
That's awesome.
Alright, we'll catch you in a bit. Alright, so we're pulling up to the west gate, and there's not much traffic here right now. So we got 2 lanes open here. So when you come into the park, you got to buy a pass, and that is good for I believe it's good for 7 days in the park. And then you just tape the receipt on your window, and that kind of just tells them that you've paid.
Then you can go in and out.
In and out as many times as you want. One top tip is when you're coming into the park, if you've paid already, they usually have an express lane open where you don't have to wait to pay again. So that's a tip that to save you some time. Caleb, are you excited?
Yeah.
What did we see on the way out here?
A bear.
we already saw a bear. It was just before we made the turn off to by where the Earthquake Lake and the slide area is. Just before there, we saw a black bear up on the side of the road. As soon as he saw the car, he took off. So, oh, we got looks like we might have a synchro Vanagon coming out of the park here. I think we picked the wrong lane.
Yes. We would have been behind that Silverado. Let's take my camera down.
Get to move up. I don't know what that says, 30 or 50. Oh, includes Grand Teton. So it's $30. $30, and then if you want to go into Teton, it's another 20.
Yeah.
It's funny because everyone was getting their lifetime passes this year because the price is going up. Yeah, so there you go. So if you walk in or you bicycle in, it's $20 including Grand Teton, or $15 without it. Motorcycles $25, vehicles are $30, and then annual pass, interagency.
I think that's for all the parks.
The person in front of us has an annual pass.
They do. I can't see.
They handed it to me.
Oh.
That's why you can't see.
I thought it would be like over.
It says all lodging full.
Where?
And that's why you make a reservation. If you don't make a reservation, and you can go to one of the self-serve sites, they fill up pretty early in the morning
And you end up sleeping in the car.
on the side of the road, which we've seen.
Yep, we
Alright.
Yellowstone.
Hello.
Are you looking for the $30 Yellowstone
Yeah,
pass?
yeah. No Teton. Videoing Scott giving us our change.
We're gonna make
$30 is your change here. Let me get your
we're gonna make Scott say hi.
pass here is good through the 4th. Just show it whenever you come back in.
Perfect.
Map and newspaper for you.
Thanks, Scott.
You're welcome.
See you
Have a
later.
good day.
Awesome. And there's the traffic to exit the park. Again, another good reason to stay in the park.
And do not speed here.
Like that guy.
25 until you see the sign.
Alright.
Put that in.
So we're just coming up on Gibbon Falls over here, in between Madison and Norris. Coming around the corner here. And you can probably see it out the window. I'll hold it out there. There you go. Pretty cool. It's kind of hard to see. People taking pictures. And sitting on the edge, yeah. Brilliant. This might be better. Yeah, not very busy. It's a good sign. I think once school's in session, it's a lot better time to come visit. It gets quite crowded, so. Anyway, Till next site. We're crossing the river. Alright.
So we got to our campsite, and we figured, okay, we're gonna get the tent set up, and we're gonna set up a camera, and we'll time lapse setting up the camp and everything else. And we get here, and literally 1 minute after we get here, we get the tent outside, and we get a thunderstorm. So everything's soaking wet now. But we just proved that Coleman 10-minute setup tent can be done in 3 minutes. So tent set up. The top of the whole tent is green. So we tried to get it up as fast as we could and get the fly over top, and there was still water running all over inside the tent. So luckily we had a towel. We got that all done. So, but we are in J191 at Canyon. Top tip is book a site for an RV, even if you're tenting, because the sites are bigger, they're the same price basically, and you get way more space, and usually there's a flat area that you can get the tent onto. So anyways, we're just gonna get some dinner going here, and then hopefully ranger talk tonight. But if they said well, the sky's clearing now, but they said if it stays with thunder shower, then it's going to be inside, so we'll see how that goes.